Help, my kitchen is attacking me! If this is you and you open your cabinets and it's like an avalanche of junk, today's video is especially for you. It's part 1 in my decluttering series. We're tackling the kitchen. We're going to get this place in tip-top shape, do a little bit of decluttering, a lot of $0 organizing, and tons of motivation for you to tackle your kitchen today. So come along with me. Let me give you that motivation. I'm so glad you're here. Let's go ahead and get started. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hello sunshine and welcome back. Today's video is an exciting one. It is extreme decluttering, part 1, the kitchen. This is a new series I'm starting on my channel for 2025, but we are going to get this house in check. So today, like I said, we are tackling the kitchen. This is an overview of the spaces I'm going to be tackling today. They are very disheveled, unorganized, and the way the cabinets are arranged is just not functional for our family. So we're going to move some stuff around, and I'm going to hopefully give you some motivation to go to your kitchen today and at least tackle one cabinet that needs a little love. Because honestly, I feel a little bit psycho for doing this all in one day. But had my husband not been home to help me, I don't think I could have accomplished it. So shout out to helpful husbands who will come in here when the wife decides to just switch the entire kitchen around. Love you, sweetheart. But I do recommend, if you're working on this solo, that you just take it one cabinet at a time, maybe just one per day, to not get too overwhelmed. Because let me tell you, in a minute you're going to see, I was ready to pull every single strand of hair out of my head because I was so overwhelmed. But I just kept telling myself, it gets worse before it gets better. This is everything that came out of that cabinet. We just need to go through and get rid of all the expired foods. And any foods that we don't like, I'm actually going to box them up and give them to my parents. So Justin decided to go ahead and help me out by blowing out all of the dust and stuff out of these cabinets. And I did give them a wipe down afterwards, but I did not film that. So just rest assured they are clean cabinets that we have decided to make into our dish cabinet. All of the food that was in here has now moved to the laundry room, and don't you worry your pretty little head, I'm going to show that to you as well. This is actually a pretty handy little tool. I got it about a year ago, and we use it to blow out the dust from like keyboards and dead fly bodies out of the windowsill, just all kinds of things. But anyway, moving on, I'm going to clean out what is our present dish cabinet, which has the dishes, the cups, and the tumblers and everything just crammed in here. And it's always like a game of Jenga when we unload the dishwasher. And you're not going to believe it, but the biggest person that complained about this was my 14-year-old, because he unloads the dishwasher. That's his job. And he always complained that he hated having all the dishes in this cabinet because it's the smallest cabinet and it has the most things in it. So he's going to be so excited when he gets home later and sees that we have decided to move them to the bigger cabinet. I mean, you wouldn't think a teenage boy would care, but that boy got really upset every time he unloaded the dishwasher. So I'm glad I can make his day with something as simple as just moving the dishes. I mean, what's something that you wouldn't think your kids would care about, but it just made their entire day whenever you did it? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. And I don't know about y'all, but the cups in this house multiply like rabbits, so it is time to declutter some of those as well. Something simple that I'm so grateful for are these movable shelves. I'm pretty sure most kitchen cabinets have removable shelves. Maybe I sound stupid not knowing that, but for a long time I didn't know that. So when we did discover that, I was super excited because I'm able to have him move the shelves so that they fit our needs better than what they were before. So I had him move that one shelf down lower so that the cups would fit onto that second shelf right there. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I hesitated moving the dishes to this cabinet. I really liked having a little bit of our food in the kitchen, but Justin convinced me to try it out. And I know we've had him here before and I liked it, but like I said, I really wanted some food in the kitchen because I didn't want to have to walk all the way to the laundry room to get the stuff out of the cabinet, but I digress. It's not even that long of a walk. Anyway, I like having the dishes in this cabinet now because they're more spaced out and I can see what we have, and it will be a lot easier to access what we need and to put things away. Moving on, this is my baking cabinet. And as you can see, I had quite an accident of the marshmallows attacking me, so that was a lot of fun. I actually found a lot of dead marshmallows in this cave. And yeah, this is not working out, so I definitely want to move this area into another cabinet with more space. In my kitchen, I like to divide it up into zones. Like over there, we've got the dishwasher next to the dishes, and over here we're gonna have, by the stove, we have the cabinet with the spices in it and the medications, and then I have my baking zone where I have all of my baking goods. I have a few box mixes. I have my gluten-free flour, the baking soda, vanilla, sprinkles, jello mixes, just all the things that you need to make a sweet treat in one area. And that really helps my brain. So that's another tip, is divide your kitchen up into zones to work smarter and not harder. Just like with the pantry foods, I had to go through here and find the expired goods, and unfortunately I did find quite a few. I will show you how many that I found in a moment, but trying to get everything out of here was actually quite a feat. The top shelf had some stuff stuck to it, so Justin actually brought me the step ladder to be able to climb up there and get everything off of the top shelf. It's just, I wish I was a little bit taller. I'm 5'5", so I'm not like considered short, but I could definitely be a little taller just to access my kitchen. And there is no way my hips can handle climbing up on the countertops. I did that the other day, and climbing up was okay, but getting down, I don't know, I like jammed my legs up in my hip. Like if somebody was to jump off the Empire State Building and land on their feet, that's what it felt like my legs did, and my back hurt for 2 days. So I won't be doing that again. I wonder if I'm the only one that feels this, but I like having things behind closed doors, like behind cabinets and everything. If it's not organized, it's okay most of the time. But here lately, I feel like if I know something is not organized, or at least, I know what's in there, it's literally screaming at me. Like every item has a little voice, and when I shut that cabinet door, I can hear it yelling at me to come fix it. So that's what the kitchen was doing to me, and that really helped me break my procrastination streak and come in here and just get it done, because now it feels so much better. The noise in my head is gone, and I can just come in here. If I want to bake something, I just open up my cabinet and pull my things out and bake something yummy. I'm in the mood to meal plan and fix meals for the family again. It's just so refreshing. So if you're in a little slump and you feel like there's just so much noise going on in your head, go declutter a space in your home. I'm telling you, it will make you feel so much better and like you have your life partially together. This cabinet has a very deep, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a very deep cabinet. So I have to reach way far back to get stuff out. And it's kind of like a clown car when you just see people just piling out of the car and you're like, how do they fit in there? That's what this feels like. So this actually took me the longest to clear out, even though it doesn't look like that there's that much stuff in here. It turned into a catch-all when it started as the medication cabinet. I did a video probably 6 months ago where I turned it into that. And then the top shelf was for the snacks that were just for me, that the kids weren't supposed to touch. But as you can see, it's out of my reach. So a lot of my stuff actually went bad because I forgot it was there because I couldn't reach it. So that's not working. I do figure out a solution with the help of my handsome hubby, and I'll share that with you in a little bit. But anyway, I'm just going to get all of this stuff cleared out, wipe these shelves down, and this is going to become my new baking area. And I'm excited. I've had it here before and I loved it, so I don't know why I changed. Feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to put the medicines in this cabinet and then make this like my baking cabinet. I'm going to set my mixer up right here. So this will be my baking zone. And then I'm not really sure what I want to put here. Maybe the dishes out of that cabinet. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. But I've got to go through here and throw away expired things and trash and things like that. I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video that I'm spending $0 to get my kitchen reorganized. So let this be your reminder that it doesn't have to be completely aesthetically pleasing to be functional and organized for your family. Do I wish it could be beautiful and aesthetic? Absolutely. I would love to have all these beautiful containers to put everything in and the gorgeous labels, but that's just not feasible right now. And I'm spending my money elsewhere, and that's okay, So I hope you're encouraged. If you don't have the means to go out and buy a bunch of fancy organizing things, that you can just use what you've got, just switch some things around. You'd be surprised what you can find when you shop your home. You don't have to go spend any money to make your home beautiful and functional for your family. But at the same time, I'm also not demonizing those of you that can go out and buy the beautiful organizers. I have nothing against you. I'm just saying some people may compare themselves to that, and I just want them to feel that it's okay to not be like that. I also don't even have matching dishes. If you saw those baking dishes and even the dishes we eat off of, I did just recently buy some plain white plates at Walmart as a set because they were on sale for like $10, but none of my baking dishes match. So, I mean, in the future, it is my goal to have like a pretty set of casserole dishes and things like that. But for now, I just use the ones that I've thrifted and all that. I also need to go through here and see if there's any that are broken and like split in the wood and all that, because I've had these for a while, and just get these back to good working order. Just go through here, get rid of the ones that I don't like anymore or we don't use, and just, you know, pare down on those. As I was looking at this, it broke, so I'm gonna get rid of that. We don't need this little one. This one is split, so definitely decluttering that. And I don't want these knives because I really like my set from Kohl's, so I don't need these. So this is my declutter pile, and I cleaned out the canisters, washed them out as well, and they were quite crummy, so I could not believe all that came out of the canisters. But feeling a lot better. I've just got my wooden stuff and my scissors and whisk in here, and then this is all the plastic with the knife and the pizza cutter down in there as well. So that feels good to have this a little bit decluttered from that. So I've got to clean this up and it will be done. This cabinet is super dark. As you can see, everything's just gonna fall out. I'm gonna go through here and just reorganize this and throw away the stuff that looks like might need to be thrown away. But it's so dark. Yeah, let's do this. So it's not aesthetically pleasing by any means, but I've just got the pots and pans I don't use all the time up here, and like a little waffle maker, the toaster. The air fryer comes out every day, but I don't want it left on the countertop. And then cereal that we don't eat a ton of, but if they ask for it, it's not hard to get to. And then this is just all the empty containers because I don't have another spot for them. And the Instant Pot, which I hardly ever use, but I'm gonna keep it there and think about it. It's a lot better than it was. Oh, I'm tired. We've literally been in this kitchen working for 5 hours. So this very short video has been edited down a lot to help motivate you guys to go declutter your kitchen today. But anyway, I found this bag of powdered sugar and I thought I would like to have some of this in my baking cabinet, but I want to store it all pretty like. And I know, I just did a whole spiel on not being aesthetically pleasing, but I didn't have to spend any money on this jar. It was just in the laundry room, which my husband has been cleaning out as I've been working in the kitchen. I did not get to show you guys that, but I will show you that in a minute. Anyway, found this jar and I thought this would be the perfect thing to store this powdered sugar in. So when I open up my cabinet, I'll see it and it will just make me feel all giddy inside. Something about things stored in jars that makes me so happy. Let me know I'm not alone. I mean, isn't this just so absolutely beautiful? I love it so much. I'm going to put it right here in the baking cabinet. So like I said, I open the door and it's just inspirational to pull it down and bake something yummy for the family. Then, y'all know my husband just can't stand to leave the messes, so he hits me to the punch, grabs the broom, and starts sweeping away. I said, well, you know what? You go right on ahead. I'll just film you sweeping for my viewers, and I'll just stand here filming you. I'm sure they would appreciate seeing a husband coming in and helping his wife by sweeping the floor because she has spent the entire day reorganizing the kitchen to take care of her family. Look how much junk came out of that cabinet that I just organized right there. That is insane. But I digress. Let's see the finished product. First up, we have the new medicine cabinet, and I'm not really sure where the third bucket is. My son got up and took his medicine and did not return it to its spot, so we'll probably find it somewhere else in the rest of this tour. But this is the adult medicine right here, and then the kids medicine at the top. They don't access this, so it's safely put away, so I like the way that that turned out. And then over here, we have the new baking cabinet, which I am in love with. We've got some marshmallows. Oh, there's the missing medicine bucket. Old habits die hard. He put it back where it usually goes, so bravo to him. Anyway, this little basket has like vanilla, baking soda, baking powder, some sprinkles, you know, things of that nature. And then over here in this bin, I just have the chocolate chips, and I got some Heath chips and some white chocolate chips, as well as a jar of chocolate chips before I had the bags, and an empty jar to put something else in. Got my baking bowls, some boxes of baking mix, the powdered sugar in the jar, as well as a jar of Rice Krispie cereal because we love a good gluten-free treat in this household, and those are a definite staple. Then on the top cabinet, I just have less frequently used items, mainly cookie cutters. This cabinet became the place where I'm going to store the baking dishes, so I have a tray that I can put dip in the middle with chips or fruit on the outside, as well as a couple of casserole dishes. This is my favorite. I thrifted it for $2, and I don't know what this is. With kids, they just throw stuff in the cabinet, so you never know what you're going to find. I mean, hashtag mom life. Looks like a lid to a bucket. I'm not sure where that is. And then moving up here, I have, oh, there's the bucket that goes to that lid. Oh, what do you know? Well, mystery solved. Got to put that away as well. And then I have my 2 strainers here. And something I've struggled with my entire life is seeing an empty space and wanting to fill it with a ton of things. But it makes my heart so happy to just take a space and put one thing in it. Like, this is going to be the strainer's home. At the end of the day, when I need to put it away, I'd be like, okay, what's your address? This cabinet, we're going to put you on this shelf. That's all that belongs here. Nobody's going to invade your home. This is your home now. I just love it. I'm crazy. And then the top has a bread pan and looks like the lid to a pitcher. No idea why that's there either. I did not put it there. And then on the side of the cabinet here is a recipe that I knew I had and I was looking for it, and I hung it up here to not forget it, but I haven't been able to find it forever. But here it is, and you can screenshot it if you like. It's my favorite recipe for banana bread. It's so easy. It's bananas, as it says, and it really is that easy and a family favorite. My kids devour this loaf in 5 minutes after it's out of the oven before it's even cooled down. Moving on, we've now moved dishes to this cabinet. Got all the plates right here, small and large, the bowls, the cups all fit here, and then the top shelf is stuff we hardly ever use with a couple of coffee mugs, and I love it. It's so easy to just put things away in here now. And then this last cabinet is such a treat. My husband actually gave me the idea for this. He said, you need your own space for all of your things because you've got like such special like dietary needs and all that. So this is my cabinet and the kids do not touch it. The top has my DIY stuff for like essential oils, so I can make like room sprays and dishwasher things and I don't know, just all kinds of DIY recipes I found on Pinterest that I pinned and haven't done yet. I found this little container of almonds as a snack, so I'm going to try those. And I also found my protein shake mix, so I'm excited to dip into that for some extra protein. Now, y'all, my mom has changed my life because when my hands get cold, even just taking ice out of the freezer, they will, like my fingertips will turn white, my hands get really red, swollen, and itchy, like my bones are going to pop out, and it's extremely painful. My mom gave me a koozie, I don't know, 6 months or so ago, and ever since then, I've never not used a koozie with any drink that I've had, and it has changed my life. I love having a koozie to protect my hands from the cold of anything. I don't know why they do that, but it is what it is. And then I have my drops here, like my Total Back tea that I rave about, as well as some extras in the back. And this is like my treat area. So I have my chips here, but I don't have any, so they're not there. But just imagine there's a bag of chips there. Then I have Muddy Buddies and my gluten-free Oreos. Anyway, this is Mommy's cabinet, off limits to the kids. But now I'm going to show you the laundry room where we relocated the food from the dishes cabinet. And I think you're going to love it. Now, it's not super organized yet. Justin just mainly put things back here. He tried to categorize them, like all my carrots are up here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab a can because I'm hungry. But it's just offloading all the food. So like all the canned goods up there, then we have like spaghetti boxes and some gluten-free flour. I mean, you can see what's in the cabinet right here. It's just easy to come in here and grab out what we need, and it's in the laundry room, so it's not too far from the kitchen. I'll get used to it because I really like having it the way that it is arranged now. And then this other cabinet just houses like all of the extra tea because we were on a sweet tea kick and bought a bunch of tea till we found the one we liked. And then I've got extra pancake mix, a jar of rice, more tea in the jar, and then my sister got my son a box of ravioli. Then we got all these dried beans up here, and then when we want to do popcorn, I've just got all of that at the top there for easy access for movie nights for popcorn because all the store-bought stuff has so much junk in it and makes my husband sick. So anyway, I'm gonna go heat up on my carrots and enjoy those. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you got so much motivation to go tackle your kitchens today. If you do it all in one day, which I do not recommend in the slightest. I suggest you do it one day at a time, one space at a time, but I'm crazy over here and I like to get it done in all one fell swoop because my hyper focus wears off super duper quick. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it and got some motivation. But if you are new here and tuning in, thank you so much for being here. My name is Jessie and I like to post biblical homemaking videos. It's mostly cleaning motivation to get you off your butt cleaning your house, stewarding your blessings well, and grocery hauls, a little bit of motherhood thrown in the mix, you know, a little bit of Jesus, all the good things. So if you enjoy that type of content, I would love if you would hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you see all of my future videos. And if you're a returning friend, hi, how are you doing today? I'm so glad you're here. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Let me know any prayer requests that you've got. And I can't wait to continue this series with you guys. I'm not sure which room I'm going to tackle next, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I will see you in the next one. Be grateful, give grace, and God bless.